Well, we've never been in your shoes, but we're playing the game of life. We'll chase away all your blues with a laugh and a toast to your strife. Never have I ever, never have I ever, starts now.
All right, and welcome to the latest installment of the Never Have I Ever Show podcast advice thing.
I'm not sick anymore! Yay!
You guys can actually hear like Tom's voice this time, even though he's still probably going to cough a couple times.
Maybe, but I'm definitely on the back end. I'm at like 99%.
What? I mean, for you, that's pretty good.
Yo, yeah. It's like I'm basically back in action, baby.
Back in action, baby?
Back in black.
Huh. Okay, he's wearing black pants.
Yeah.
I guess I'll give him that. Anyways, for those of you new to the show, this is an advice podcast where we take your questions submitted to our neverhaveievershow@gmail.com. We'll keep it anonymous, keep it fresh. Also, we like to sprinkle in a couple things that I find on Reddit or Yahoo Answers that just might take our question base to the next level.
It's all about getting to the next level, baby.
You can
Let
also
me tell you something. You got to get to the next level. Go ahead.
Is this like a video game? I got to get to my next level? Or...
Nah, you got to get to the next level of you, bruh. It's deep inside of you, but you can reach it. You can reach that next level.
Am I a Russian doll where like the inside there's like a small beacon of hope that'll lift me out of this unbearable monotony that strains against its ever-weakening leash?
No, you're more like that dude in Alien, the first one, who's like eating and munching on things and then keels over and the alien bursts out inside of him. That's the next level. That alien bursting out of you.
I've never seen Alien.
Fuck off, then.
All right, you can also check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/NHIE show, on the Facebook and the YouTubes, which is probably where you're listening to this. But anyways, Tom, are you ready to answer some questions?
Let's get to that level.
All right, in the octagon, we're going to start off a little hot and heavy.
Ooh, I like that. Hot and heavy pumpkin pie, chocolate tasting Jesus Christ.
I'm a 23-year-old female.
I'm not. So, yeah, never have I ever been one.
I have had a hard time getting into a relationship because I'm a virgin still.
Ooh.
Most guys want to sleep with you on the first few dates, and that's not my style. I don't think I want to wait until marriage, but I want to feel comfortable and love the man that I give it to.
Fair.
I'm super self-conscious and not a fan of PDA, but I've grown to be okay with it. Doesn't help that I'm in the military and spend most of my time around stereotypical sex-driven males.
Ooh.
The funny thing is that none of my family has had any issues losing their virginity at a young age before they were even married. They make jokes that I'll end up being a nun. I don't know. I just feel hopeless. I don't know if it's my lack of self-confidence or what, but, like, should I be worried if anybody ever wants to date a virgin?
Yes. Be 100% worried. Never stop thinking about it. Masturbate. Just masturbate and cry. Those are your only options now. You're going to grow old and die alone.
Do nuns masturbate?
I don't see how they don't. I've thought about this.
What do you mean you don't see how they don't?
Like, I can't imagine a world where a nun doesn't masturbate.
I can't imagine a world where a nun does masturbate.
I can't imagine a world where a priest doesn't masturbate.
No, he's got, choir boys for that.
Oh.
Oh, don't give me that attitude. You're talking about nuns masturbating
I
over
was
there.
an altar boy. Thank you not to bring up repressed memories.
And I was a Boy Scout, and I came out fine.
Ish.
Kinda. So should this girl be worried that she's 23 and still a virgin, though?
Yes and no. One, I'm remembering, because I like to quote things, I remember there's an episode of Community I saw where Alison Brie's character was still a virgin. I'm going back to like season 1 or 2. I never really saw much after that. But she says like she's a virgin or whatever. And one of the other characters is telling like, oh my God, that's amazing. You're like a unicorn. Like you're so rare. And I just thought that was always kind of funny. On the other hand, though, I would not like to date a virgin.
No?
I don't think so. I don't think I could shoulder that responsibility.
I was on Tinder, like I do.
Yep. Swiping away.
Mostly
right.
And there was this college girl, very cute, not too far away.
Okay.
So that's like pretty much my criteria.
Right.
You gotta be pretty cute and pretty not far away.
Right, like down the street.
Literally. So
We live near a college.
she was thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Backstory.
Yep.
So she and I had a conversation. Conversation lasted for about a week, which is pretty good for a Tinder conversation.
Yeah, a week convo. That's pretty good.
But she's like, yeah, like let's go out to a bar and get a couple drinks, and we go back and maybe watch a movie or chill and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, that's great.
It's called Netflix and chill now, not watch a movie and chill. That doesn't roll off the tongue very well, but keep going.
Yeah, okay, Netflix and chill. Okay, I get it. Watch a movie, touch some butts, dick inside of something.
Yeah, huh? Hopefully her.
If that's her choice, but that's where the holdup is.
Okay.
Because that's like the natural progression of the way this conversation's going.
Right.
And I don't sext. So it's not like I was sending her like super hot text messages being like, oh, that turns me on. I'm so horny. I'm so hard right now.
Okay.
Like that,
good on you. Yeah.
But like that whole lead up was like, okay, yeah, maybe I can find an evening sometime relatively soon when I don't have to work or don't have to work early the next morning so I can, make some breakfast. And she's like, oh yeah, just so you know, I'm like a virgin, but like I'm not looking to lose it anytime soon. But like if we kept talking and stuff and like I got more comfortable, I could definitely see that like being something we could do in the future. It's like, why are you doing that?
It's like all your hopes and dreams were Japan in 1945, and she was Little Big Boy, whatever the airplane was called, and she just dropped bombs all over your hopes and dreams.
The bomb was called Little Boy.
Gotcha. Well, she just dropped Little Boy all over your hopes and dreams. Except not a literal little boy. That's a tongue twister. Because if she did, it means that she wouldn't be a virgin anymore.
I'm just going to turn around and drop some little boys on her face.
Hey,
that's the worst thing I've ever said on this show, probably.
I like the probably. Like, there's an asterisk.
Like,
we've always said worse, I'm sure.
I'm not going to go back and do the research, but I'm pretty sure that's right up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of weird. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a virgin, no matter how old you are. I mean, even Steve Carell made it cool to be 40 years old and be a virgin.
Right.
And who did he lose it to in that? He lost it to somebody who understood the situation and was very comfortable with the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what she needs to do.
I'm reminded of the scene in Community where Alison Brie's character comes out and says that she's a virgin, and one of the other characters is like, oh my god, that's fantastic, you're like a unicorn, like you're so rare. It's like, oh, that's an interesting way to think about it. I've never thought about it like that before. At the same time though, I would not date a virgin. I don't want to shoulder that responsibility. Like it sounds like she's putting a lot of weight on it, which you should. Like I don't think you should just like give it away just willy-nilly and all. But
because that's definitely how you describe giving
but she
away.
should, yeah, but she should willy or nilly, or nilly or willy, whatever. Either way, I'm not saying that, but like, because it is kind of a big deal. Like, it is kind of a big deal when you lose it, like when you're a teenager. But I
lost mine when I was 12.
Fuck.
No, I'm kidding.
Anyway,
definitely kidding on that.
Yeah, I was like, man, I haven't heard that story.
We're not gonna get there. No, I'm kidding.
What's you losing your virginity story?
Next question. No,
I'll tell you mine if I tell you yours. Wait,
no.
I said that wrong. I was gonna tell you your own virginity losing story. I'll just make it up for you.
I gotta do no work on this. But no, just like I said, it's the whole like Steve Carell thing. Like, virginity is a made up construct.
It is.
To where like you can't quantifyingly measure like virginity other than like your first sexual experience, and it's more like a rite of passage more than a like physical setback to you. Like, obviously if you treat it as a special moment, it can be that special moment.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like that's what she's trying to do,
right?
But on the same token, like, consensual sex is good sex.
Yeah, so like it wouldn't be bad to fuck a virgin, but it's just like
no one should ever be like stuck with my face burned into their head.
Like, you always remember your first.
Exactly. No one should ever have that burden of this being the face that was their first
what
sexual
are you talking
experience.
About?
Me.
You're cute. You're like a lumbersexual. You've got the beard. You've got the beanie. You just don't have any plaid on at the moment.
I look like Kevin Owens with an even worse beard.
I don't know who that is.
He's a wrestler.
Of course.
What do you mean, of course? You look like a wrestler. You look like Fandango.
I don't know who that is. That sounds like a website. Fandango.
It definitely is a website. Not as cool as MotorDog69, but it's definitely a website.
Which is a real website. Go there. MotorDog69.
Ride with pride. Unless it's gay pride, then get the hell off my motorcycle.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Like, you always remember your first. Like, you always remember that moment, who it was with, where it was.
The
And
Domino's pizza.
It can either be like a really cool story or just like an okay story, or it can be, because I mean they're never like cool, at least for a guy. It's never like, yeah, and then I rallied out for like an hour on my first time. It was fucking dope. It's just like, well, that was a thing. I've never felt that before. I don't know what to feel.
It's a little bit like going to your first ever personal training session when you've never gone to the gym before.
Right.
Because at the end of it, you're just like, man, I did not perform up to standards. I feel like I let them down.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm way more out of shape than I thought I was. And I didn't know what I was. What's a burpee? What's cunnilingus?
So
Did I really want a finger in there?
I mean, that's why I'm saying, like, you always, like, it's good to treat it like a special moment, because you don't want to be like, yeah, so my first time was when, oh my God, I was in college.
In the back of a Denver Denny's.
I was in a bar bathroom. I was pretty drunk. Like, I was browning out, and I don't know, he might have roofied me, but yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm over it. It's like, whoa.
Browning out,
I don't want to remember that.
Browning out sounds like what happens when you're blackout and you get a blumpkin. It's like, yeah, man, I was just super drunk and taking a shit, and I guess she blew me.
Do you have fond memories of you losing your virginity? Like, you don't have to tell the story if you don't want to.
I mean, it wasn't bad. It was definitely a very safe and welcoming environment.
Sure.
And there was definitely pizza nearby.
Interesting. There wasn't pizza nearby mine.
See, that's what makes mine perfect. It doesn't matter what happened in any of the other time, because when it was all over with, there was cuddles and pizza.
Where was it? Was it in a bed, like in the dorm bed?
Yeah.
Or... Okay, gotcha. Cool.
So,
cool.
I mean, yeah, it's no big deal.
Yeah, mine was in a car.
While it was moving down the interstate with no one driving. It was just popped into gear, and Tom's like, I gotta pop into gear.
I had speed metal playing in the background. It's like, yeah! Ow! It's like, no, it wasn't. That was
honestly...
Panama. No, it's I Can't Drive 55. It was some dope-ass song.
While you're having dope-ass sex in the back of a Mercury Mountaineer.
I did, either got a blowjob in a car or like had sex in a car, but my Blink-182 Greatest Hits CD was playing at the time.
No wonder you love Blink-182 so much. Like the years that aren't good.
I remember, like, I think it was like Adam's song or like Down was playing.
Oh, the most depressing song in their history,
Yeah.
and I'm just getting a blowjob. Like, I guess I'm at equilibrium now.
Exactly. It wasn't like First Date, like some upbeat song. It was like, just it happened that we started doing things, and then the song changed to like one of those downers. But I'm just like, I'm okay with it. Like for maybe like a year after that song would come on, I'd be like,
That's
I
like,
remember this. It's like triggering a memory.
That's like the equivalent of like Netflixing and chill, but being like broke. So it's Comedy Central and chill, and it's like 12:30 in the morning, and like she starts going down on you, and it's all great. Then
you're
all
watching
of a sudden,
Hannibal Buress.
then all of a sudden you hear "In the Arms of the Angel,"
Oh man,
because that'd be a mood killer straight away.
that would be. I mean, I've gotten head during some, like I think I got it during that Meet the Spartans movie, the like parody of 300.
In the theater?
No, not in the theater.
Done that.
Like in a couch in the basement. Yeah, in the theater?
Yeah.
I've never, not in the theater.
During
No.
a Nicolas Cage movie.
Of course.
So I was doing great.
You were on cloud 9. You love Nick Cage too.
Basically, nobody's ever going to
You're
live
just
up to that
like-
moment.
You're just like, this is the greatest moment of my life. Nothing will ever be better than this. Not the birth of my kid, not getting married, not dying. This.
Pretty much. It's right up there. It's
Yeah.
right up there. So yeah, basically, don't be afraid to be a virgin.
Yeah, don't be afraid.
Find somebody who treats
Yeah.
it with the same amount of dignity and respect that you do.
It will take a while because, I mean, like I said, I don't know, I forget where you landed on the subject, but I wouldn't want to date or mess around with a virgin.
No, but
I don't know, just
but
personal
decidedly
preference.
so. You shouldn't want to lose it to somebody who doesn't
No,
want to take it.
yeah. Like, don't lose it to me because I don't want to take it from you.
So there you go, girls. That you are the one girl Tom won't have sex with is a virgin.
I almost made a fat shaming joke, but I stopped myself.
All right, next question. Okay, so I'm 16, and basically today at school I had 2 boners.
Okay.
One was because me and this girl in my first block class I'm friends with.
Hold up. Oh, wait. I want him. Here's what I want. I want him to make an Excel spreadsheet of how many boners he gets in a day and then graph it and see how many boners he gets like in a month and just see like the line chart of it. I think that would be such a funny line chart.
I think, yeah, a line chart.
Let's make math fun.
Just talk about boners.
Yeah.
Boner math. Anyways, based on this question, he might need like a really long line graph.
Fair enough. Sorry. Anyway.
So I'm 16, and basically today at school I had 2 boners. One was because me and this girl in my first block class that I'm friends with just stare at each other in the middle of class, and we're having a mini staring contest.
Okay, that's cute. That can be cute.
The other was because everyone was called to look at this model car in my third block, and this girl was literally like shoulder to shoulder with me, and even though there's plenty of girls and it happens that she happens to lay on my shoulder, I didn't want her to notice I had a raging hard-on coming out of my pants.
Uh-huh.
How do I make boners stop so I don't embarrass myself?
You can't. You can't stop the boner train when it comes into Pussy Town.
It's so tough because you remember high school.
Oh, yeah.
You get boners all the time.
Dude, I remember
accidentally.
5th grade.
What? Go on.
I remember.
You said it. We're going to keep going now.
I remember looking at like my 5th grade crush and just like getting a boner.
What was his name?
Garrett? No, it wasn't Garrett.
Could have been. Should have been.
No,
Will be later.
Oh God. No, it was this one very. You had a crush on her too, like a couple of years later.
Probably.
I mean, yeah, probably. She was very attractive. No shame in it. Very blonde. Still into blondes. Anyway, I digress. So I like
still into 5th graders.
No, not true. 100% not true. I remember like just getting boners then and being like, oh man, I hope she doesn't notice because that would be stupid embarrassing. But the thing is, like, if you're wearing jeans, you can conceal it. Like, if you're sitting down and you're wearing jeans, you always get kind of like that ripple where the zipper is. And so it kind of like looks like you have a mini boner, but it doesn't. I don't know. Just so like you can sort of conceal it that way. If you're wearing like gym shorts, God forbid if you're wearing gym shorts or sweatpants, tuck it into your waistband. Best thing I can tell you. Best advice.
Because it'll feel super awkward and make that boner go right away.
Very true. It'll make it feel super awkward, but then it's just like it's a little less noticeable. Also, keep your hands in your pocket, so like it kind of conceals the bulge a little bit. You know, like put your kind of shift your pockets more inwards towards your crotch area. But yeah, you can't make them stop. They just happen. Sorry, kid. Deal with it.
That's what
embrace it.
That's what puberty's all about, man.
Yeah.
Puberty's about getting boners all the time. And let me tell you,
I'd like to think that no one notices.
that's the thing. 98% of boners go unnoticed no matter how much you think they're easily noticeable.
Exactly.
Because the second you become aware that your dick is rock hard, especially at that age, like your first immediate thought was, like you are sitting down in your school desk, I assume, nobody can see that.
Yeah, no,
And you're just sitting there going like, oh my God.
Everybody knows.
They can all tell. They can tell, like, the blood's left my face and gone directly to my genitalia.
I would say no one is ever going to call you out for it.
Yes, they are.
Well, unless you get in a really awkward situation where, like, you wore gym shorts, the teacher called you up to the front of the class to explain something, and you had the boner then. And then it's like, ooh, waistband it and hope for the best and just angle yourself towards the board when you're talking.
Don't wear gym shorts.
Don't wear gym shorts.
Ever.
Yeah. Wear
Not
jeans.
even in gym. Wear jeans in gym.
No, you can wear gym shorts in gym.
Yeah, everyone's got boners in gym class.
I never had boners in gym class, I don't think.
No, yeah, you're right. I never really.
Because I'm like doing work. The blood's going elsewhere. I don't know. I never did.
Yeah, so basically you're going to get boners for like the rest of your life, bud.
Yeah, it's
like
I
later
mean, until you hit like, 45, 50. I don't know.
And then you might have a problem getting a boner. So
yeah.
like relish
and then
the
you'll
boners.
miss it.
Relish the boners you have now.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm doing. I relish every boner I get.
Yeah, Tom will stop work to go masturbate.
I will.
Let's be like, I'm sorry, customer. I'm going to go leave and masturbate.
I'll wake up with morning wood and then just masturbate because I'm like, well,
No wonder you were
half
late
the work's
for work
done
today.
for me.
No wonder you were half.
I wasn't late for work. I got it in right on time. Actually, I got in like 5 minutes early.
You've mastered the quick come. Anyways.
Hey, yo.
All right, what question do I want to answer next? All right, I got this one.
Okay. Like, you got this one? You don't even need me? I can go make a sandwich?
No, I'm going to want you for this.
Oh, okay. For Porqué.
Well, as I read this, I might stumble over a few parts because it's really poorly written.
Oh, I was hoping it was for some sort of expertise of mine.
Maybe.
Okay.
A week ago, this girl sent me a friend request and then started talking to me. She was beautiful, so I just confirmed her friend request.
Oh, no. Like, you didn't know her beforehand.
We first talk about random stuff to get to know each other. She was from another city and she was coming to mine in December so we could meet. On the 4th day, she asked me for pics, so I took some. I asked her back for pics, but she sent me pics taken any other day because... Oh, she said she could have sent me pics any other day because her cell phone was unavailable at the moment.
What?
She said it was stolen at school.
Ooh.
There are many other things that made me come to the conclusion that this is a fake profile. Maybe even somebody trying to kidnap me.
Okay, we did a few leaps and bounds here, but...
I really want to stop talking to her, but I can't because I sent her nude pics. I'm afraid that if I ever stop talking to her, she will do something with those pics, even though we have no friends in common and she supposedly lives in another city. Am I fucked?
Honestly, yes. Like, you can ask her to delete them. There's no guarantee that she will, but you can ask.
Depending on your age, you've sent child porn to another child, and further dissemination of said child porn photos is
Illegal.
everyone's fault.
Yeah.
So you're going to go to jail, but she's going to go to jail too.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. You can both go to jail, and then
you can be her prison bitch.
that's not how jail works.
Oh.
Because then at that point, your jail or your dick will just become like property for everyone in jail. So you don't have to worry about privacy. You won't have any. Learn to defecate in front of your cellmates.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of fucked. Have you ever sent nude pictures?
And for that one with the fingers in the air, I will put them back up in the air because I've never sent a dirty pic.
I will put one down then, because I have.
I'll tell
And
you,
I have received some in return.
I've gotten a couple, not necessarily overly prompted. Like, I don't immediately match with a girl and be like, oh, yeah, send me those titties. I want to see them titties. Oh.
No, that's not how the game works.
That's unclassy. I'll be like, okay, if I'm with somebody for a while, they'll send me something, like if it's a week that we can't see each other or something like that.
Yeah.
But I've definitely never sent any, mostly because I've never felt quite so unsexy as when I think I'm going to, and I get prepared to, and then I just look at myself through like the camera of my phone, and I go, nobody would want this photo.
Yeah, imagine me with like my slider phone trying to do this.
Was that an LG chocolate?
No, I think it was like a Sony Ericsson thing.
Gross. You sent your dick to Japan.
There's no good way to take a dick pic. Like, there's no flattering way to take a nude photo of yourself.
Props on this guy for having the self-confidence to do it.
Well, yeah.
Or being thirsty enough to think that was normal.
I mean, I should say that when I did it, I was like with a long-term girlfriend, and after we broke up, we mutually agreed to delete each other's pics. Like, I 100% deleted her from my computer. I assume
You had them on your computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
No big.
Transferred them from my phone to my computer.
And made them your background.
No, because then everyone at school would see.
Your school? College.
Yeah, college.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what? On your high school desktop in tech class?
No,
No
like,
one's going to find them
like
in
Garrett
DDP.
walks into our dorm room and, oh, here are my girlfriend's tits. I didn't want you to see those. I wasn't going to have that happen.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so my point was that when I sent them, I at least knew who I was sending them to and trusted them. You just sort of were fucking stupid about it and just sent it to someone who you don't know, you never met before, and had never sent you any live pics. Why wasn't your first thought to call Neve Schulman from Catfish? That should be your first thought.
Right.
Your second
I've watched so many episodes of that show drunk.
Your second thought should be to reverse Google image search her from the Facebook photos.
Done that.
Done that too.
Have you ever exposed a catfish? Like written back and been like, yo, you're totally a catfish. Stop.
No, I've never exposed them. Like I've had people message me again, like hot girls, friend request me. I'm like, who the fuck is this? And I'll reverse Google search it, find multiple names, and then I'll just delete it. Like I won't even respond. I won't even acknowledge that they're a person.
Okay, yeah, because I remember a couple years ago when I was, I think, a senior in college, somebody definitely had sent like a fake account, like a friend request. And I noticed like all our mutual friends were other guys I went to school with.
Right.
So I'm just like, okay, this is plainly obvious. Like I have plenty of female friends in school in all of this friendship circle.
Right.
So there's almost no reason why this girl would know only exclusively guys.
Right.
So I'm just like, all right, so this is obviously got to be something. So I reverse Google image searched and saw that it was somebody from like Virginia, like in the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, so she sent a message. She's like, oh, hey, what's up, cutie? And I'm just like, oh, yeah, how's Virginia? She's like, what do you mean? I go, oh, yeah, your pics of you playing softball are from this high school in Virginia. So how was Virginia? And she's like, oh, I mean, those are just old pics. I'm like, from Virginia. This isn't you.
Those
Cut
are just
the
old
shit.
pics from like 3 months ago.
Yeah, definitely. You can see them on like Virginia Softball Daily.
Yeah. Sort of not terribly similar, but I had one person. I was a junior in college, and I got a text from a random number. Way different area code. Like wasn't a New York area code. Didn't know who it was, but I was just like decided to fuck around with them and decided to text back. Like she was like, "Oh, so where are we meeting up tonight?" I was like, well, I just was like, "Oh, I heard we were going to so and so's house," and she's like, "Is Will going or something?" I'm like, "Yeah, Will's got the shit." Like you didn't know that Will had the shit. Like she asked like something, I don't know. I figured she was alluding to pot or something. But then she called me out for like not being the person. I was like, yeah, it's not me. This is you misdialed or mistexted. I was just kind of fucking around. But then she kept talking to me. She was like, oh, so what's your name? I told her like my first name, didn't say a last name. She told me her name, didn't tell me a last name. Turns out she was from Virginia. Yeah, right. And trying to remember what happened. Like we would text on and off. But I was like, this is really weird. Because like I felt like she was kind of into me, and I was like, I'm not into this we're very long distance thing. So I just like I would stop responding. Like she would text me like at 1:30 in the morning, ask me what I was up to. I was like, I'm out at a bar with friends, not trying to drunk text you.
She's like, just do it. I like it.
Well, I also remember finding her on Facebook somehow. I forget how I did it, but it's just like advanced criteria, first name, area, and then eventually somehow found her. She might have sent me like a picture of herself from like a Facebook profile. So I think I also did that. But I was like not really attracted to her. I was like, there's nothing I like about this situation. I still have her phone number. I should probably delete that.
You should probably text her and ask her what she's doing tonight at 1 a.m.
Yeah, right.
Can
like,
I text...
hey girl, long time no talk. It's only been like 3 years.
Can I text her at 1 a.m.?
Please don't.
Please?
You don't know who it is in my phone.
It doesn't matter. It literally will not affect your life at all.
Kind of will, I guess, depending on what you text and who it goes to.
Don't send your penis or vagina if you're a female listener. Don't send that to a stranger. Don't send it to somebody you're not in a committed relationship with, and C, just don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
You're not an amateur porn star. Just don't send pictures of yourself.
No, I mean, dirty pictures are fun sometimes. Like, I like receiving them.
Fine, I'll send you a picture of my dick
I don't mind
later.
sending them, depending on who it's going to. But, yeah. All right, moving on.
I guess.
Sure. Boom.
Let's
Done.
see.
Answered. Don't send your dick on the internet. Don't send your dick on
Hi,
the
lads.
internet. Lads?
I
Ooh.
just got in a relationship with an amazingly cute, smart, and funny girl. We've been friends for quite some time before that, but now we are together. She's my first girlfriend and can honestly say I have no idea how to function in a relationship. Zero experience, and I'm completely freaking out inside.
Okay, that's normal.
She had one boyfriend before me and is a little bit more experienced. We had already talked about it, and we agreed that she'll, let's just say, show me the ropes.
Okay.
I can really use some advice on how to be a boyfriend.
Very, very broad question. Very vague. I don't even know.
But I feel like we can help a lot of people with one question.
But I feel like it's like I don't even know where to start. Like how to be a boyfriend.
Yeah. Okay. What about your first relationship?
I guess I can talk about like shortcomings and shit that I've done wrong.
No, Tom, we call that premature ejaculation now.
Oh, gotcha. Thanks. Let's see. Don't be super jealous when she hangs out with other people. It doesn't mean that she's cheating on you or doesn't love you any less or whatever. She just needs space to herself, and that's fine. That's Gucci. Don't be jealous.
If it makes you feel better, he's 20.
I'm floundering. Okay.
He's 20, she's 19.
All right. I mean, all right, that's fine. It's totally normal to be freaking out and just like you're going through it. You're figuring out. That's the point of like first relationships. First relationships aren't supposed to last. Like 9 times out of 10 will not last. There are very few exceptions to it. But most of the time it will not last. But it's good because it's all a learning experience. Like you might fuck up, she might fuck up. You find out what you like and what you don't like out about a person, and then you find a person who doesn't have those attributes that you didn't like. I hear noise.
I know, we're going to get interrupted.
Are we?
It's an intruder with a key.
Are we? Here it comes.
Wait for it. This will all get edited out.
Here
it's all
goes.
getting edited out.
Is it?
It's all getting edited out.
There he is. I came because Garrett entered the room.
I saw him come.
I forgot to eat. Oh no! Get some food. Get some food, man.
Third housemate is home.
Yay.
Anyways, I think part of the reason why he's writing in about this question is the fact that he's 20 and she's 19 and she already has more experience than him. So I think he might feel like he's a little bit behind the curve there. Yeah,
don't compare yourself to her. That's another good point I can make.
Never compare yourself to their past experiences.
Right. Like I remember my first girlfriend wasn't a virgin, but I was kind of like always in my head a little bit. After we started dating, I was like, am I as good as he was, like in the sack, or am I not? I don't know.
Is my sack weird? And
then I would ask her, and she'd be like, no, you're much better, blah, 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 blah. Like, maybe I was like, yeah, okay, that makes me feel better. But like, suddenly I'm still like a little freaking out inside, you know? So yeah, don't compare yourself to past relationships. Try to find out what went wrong in her past relationships and see if you can build from there. Like, all right, I shouldn't fucking do that. Whatever it was.
Also, don't force yourself to ask too much about that relationship.
True.
Because part of it is you don't harp on that past relationship, but you also, as you said, don't compare yourself to that relationship.
Right.
So don't like try to build that mirror of that past relationship because that one ended for an obvious reason.
True. That one didn't work.
So it's all about kind of being open.
Like if you can find out why it ended and then just never speak of it again, that's perfect.
Okay, but yeah, if she's not willing to divulge that information, don't worry about trying to
but
get that.
If they've been friends for like a while, though, they might already know.
Very true.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's good to have that honest conversation with someone about like why past things didn't work out.
About being honest, being open, and being willing to try things that you might not necessarily want to do. Because that whole first relationship is about learning what that person likes to do and doing those things with them. And especially if it's your first relationship, you might not even really know how to go to the movies with a girl or go out to dinner or go mini golfing or have that kind of
like I don't know how to go
platonic enjoyment.
Yeah, I don't know how to go to the movies with a girl and get head, but you do.
Yeah, but I'm not going to lead off with that. Be like, okay, so this is the part where you sit next to me. This is the part where I put my arm around you. This is the part where you undo my pants. This is the part where I say, wow, I love Nicolas Cage. And that's the part when you say, wow, I love this cock. I'm not going to walk them through the steps in order to make
the play-by-play.
Yeah, there's no play-by-play that I'm following being like...
You're not a Rex Ryan for this?
Yeah, like that's not how my Tinder meetups go. Like I have a little checklist on my phone. It's like, oh, she hit 3 out of 4, but she didn't agree that Nicolas Cage is completely underrated. So I'm just not going to message her back.
Do you have a mental checklist about like things you see in a girl and like how it will... Like how you imagine the relationship will go?
Not too terribly much, but I do have things that will trigger me to no end. I'll be completely honest. There's this girl I'm talking to on Tinder right now, and she was mentioning something about her grandma going to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, wow, that's terrible. I'm sorry. Is everything okay? And she goes, well, she has really bad arthritis. I'm like, okay, that's a thing that happens to old people.
Sure.
And younger people, I guess. And then she said that, yeah, it really is debilitating because she's not able to write well. But she spelled right, R-I-G-H-T.
Ooh. Yeah.
And in my head, I immediately lost all that blood flow going to my crotch region during the conversation. I'm just like, oh my God, she might be fucking illiterate.
That's... I sometimes catch myself doing that. Like, I'll mess up a word and then be like, fuck, I hope so-and-so did not notice. Or like, I don't know, maybe I'll text and like say like, or like I'll text a correction as soon as I realize it.
What I said was, oh yeah, I can totally understand how that kind of cramping and inability to use your hand can make writing a real mess. And I spelled writing correctly.
Right.
And she never questioned it or said anything about like, oh, haha, I guess I screwed up. So I'm just like, oh man, maybe she just doesn't care. Because grammar to me is super fucking sexy. If you're a well-read...
To me, it's just important.
If you're well-read, well-grammared, and I mean, I can get it. You can text and use the word you if you really want to.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to text in complete sentences if it's not 2:30 at the bar.
Yeah, same here.
So, like, I try to use complete sentences and complete words, unless, like, it's our group text with you, me, and Garrett, because then I'll just say stupid things and spell them incorrectly, just because that's how we interact anyways.
Yeah.
But, yeah, if you're definitely trying to, like, impress me on Tinder, which isn't very hard to do, all you got to do is message back, make sure things are spelled right.
I think one of my mental checklists is if someone says they hunt or like something like that, or like listen to country music or something, I immediately have this idea in my head of who they are and what they're about. But I try not to let that control the conversation.
Like, yeah, you try not to bring up Obama.
Like, no, like, I remember I hooked up one time with this girl in college and...
Oh, hooking up's no big deal.
No, but like I remember...
I will drop her off at the voting booth to vote for a Republican because I'm that kind of progressive.
We were at my house and we were chilling, we were talking, we were watching Netflix.
And then chilling.
Oh yeah, and then we banged after. But like the point, like
Good for you.
The talk leading up to it was like, she goes hunting, she loves Duck Dynasty.
Oh.
She doesn't like Obama. In my head, I'm just like, all right, these are all things that I disagree with, but all right, we'll still just have a one-night stand. That's cool. So that's why, like, when I was talking to this girl recently on Tinder, and she said that she likes hunting, and I was like, all right, I don't really hunt. I don't know. I don't have anything against hunting. I've never been indoctrinated into that culture. I don't like camo at all. I hate camo. So instead I'm like, ooh, I don't like this, but I'm still going to talk to you because you aren't defined by just you going hunting with your dad. Like maybe that's just like an activity that you've been doing for years and that's how you bond. That's fine. That's whatever.
There are definitely like certain people when it comes down to like the Uber hunting bandwagon, where like they talk about how hunting is like their right. And Obama's trying to take their hunting rifle away or whatever it is. And they're like, you don't understand how much hard work it is to go hunting. It's like, okay, my dad, my brother, my grandfather, both my grandfathers, they all hunt. I grew up in the country. You did too.
Yeah.
Not the same way. Like we had a lot of property to hunt on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we did. And I remember as a kid, I'd go out with my dad Even when my brother was old enough, he'd go out and he'd hunt a different part of the field, and like my dad would take me along with him to do that. And I know there's obviously luck and skill to doing it well, but for a lot of it, you are literally sitting in the woods with a gun, waiting for something to literally scare the shit out of you coming close to you, and then you shoot it with an overpowered rifle.
I think, for me, it's just I don't understand it because I was never a part of that culture, and I have this stereotypical view of what the culture entails. But I try not to let that define a person in my mind until I get to know them at least a little bit more. Because I know, like, Garrett's gone hunting. Other friends I have, like, go hunting, and, like, totally not the hunting people. Like, one of my bosses went on a hunting trip last weekend, and he's like a punk rock dude, wears jean jacket, jeans, and like a cadet cap, has like a big beard. And it's just like, oh, all right, never really expected you to be a hunter, but whatever, that's cool.
Like, I'm kind of fine with it, but like some people act like it's so impressive when they're done hunting, and I'm just like, all right, it's not that big a deal.
Right.
You went to a field and shot an animal that wasn't going to shoot back at you. It's not really a game of that much skill.
But yeah, anyway, so I mean, that's one like mental checklist where I'm just like, ooh, all right, well, we can get past this. We can, or at least we can see how this goes. Because maybe she doesn't understand that I'm a musician, like doesn't get that sort of culture and that sort of thing either. So if we can learn to be like independent, like have our own likes, our own mutual likes, but then have our own independent things that we can appreciate about the other person, then I think that's healthy. So getting back to this dude, if he finds something that he finds isn't really gelling well with his new girlfriend, like maybe he's not super into this one thing that she does, but he can appreciate that she likes it.
Oh, definitely.
Then that's good. That's something that you can be like, well, I don't understand it, but I appreciate it, and I appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Feel like we helped some people today?
Yeah.
Are you ready for the lightning round?
Let's do it.
All right. For those of you who are new to our show, Jesus, what took you so long?
What the fuck, people?
Anyways, Tom is very honest about how little he watches in the news.
Yep.
So what I do every week is I try to prepare a little checklist. Hey, recalling that, right?
Hey!
Of some news headlines to help Tom understand how fucked up this world truly is.
Yep.
So throughout the week, I have gathered 5 headlines that I'm going to read now to Tom. These have all happened within the past week. 4 of them are honest, literal truths that have happened somewhere either in this country or publicly, like a large story around the world. Now, the issue is Tom doesn't know which one is fake and which 4 are true, but we're going to find out and see if he can find the right one. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Tom took the longest time, but I think you've won, what, 2 in a row?
I don't think they were in a row, but I've won 2.
2 of like the last 3, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Tom, number 1.
Yep.
Russian MP killed after husband detonates grenade in car during sex romp.
What a way to go out.
With a bang.
Ayo. I like that double entendre. I didn't even think about that. But seriously, what a way to go out. Like, die while you're fucking. That's great.
Truck driver steals meat truck from warehouse.
And does what? Cooks it? Cooks it all? Has a barbecue? Has a meat fest? Fuck yeah. Love meat fest.
Don't Google that.
Don't. But also do. It's a Fredonia thing.
Man dressed as Santa Claus steals helicopter.
To deliver presents.
West
Panthers?
Yeah. West Point bans pillow fights after 30 injured.
What?
West Point bans pillow fights after 30 injured.
I know someone who goes to West Point, and I can't imagine him having a pillow fight.
Friendly thief arrested while petting homeowner's dog.
Oh, that's cute.
And that was our 5.
Okay.
So I'll read through them one more time,
Yeah.
Tom, and you can figure out which one of these definitely did not happen this week.
Okay.
Number 1, Russian MP killed after husband detonates grenade in car during sex romp.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, truck driver steals meat truck from warehouse.
Okay.
Number 3, man dressed as Santa Claus steals helicopter.
Okay.
Number 4, West Point bans pillow fights after 30 are injured. Or friendly thief arrested while petting homeowner's dog.
I'm between 2 and 3, Either meat truck or Santa. You're giving me the eyes. I'm trying to read your body. Ooh, your body. Oh, yeah. Oh, now I'm getting an uncontrollable boner. Bringing it back. Anyway, fuck it. Let's say 2.
While stroking a model car.
Let's say meat truck.
Tom, you're saying the meat truck is made up this week?
Yeah.
Well, Tom, this week a Russian MP was killed after her husband detonated a grenade in their car during a sex romp.
Yeah, figured.
Because he supposed that she was cheating on him.
Oh.
So he forced her to have sex and then pulled a grenade.
Damn. Shit.
Let's see. Friendly thief was arrested while petting... Oh, wait. West Point did ban pillow fights after 30 are injured.
Okay.
So that's something that
Yeah,
happened.
all right.
Man dressed as Santa Claus did steal a helicopter.
Cool.
And a truck driver did steal a meat truck from a warehouse, meaning that a friendly thief was not arrested while petting the homeowner's dog.
Oh, that seems so plausible.
I know, right? But that truck driver just straight up stole a meat truck, like from a meat warehouse,
Mm-hmm.
like where they butcher and like they prep it to go. Some guy just backed up a truck, loaded it up with meat, and just pieced out. Like according to the story, he loaded it himself, and nobody questioned it.
Well, it's amazing what you can get away with if you look the part of something.
Yeah. Apparently he had like a fake license to drive that truck and then just literally took off with meat. What
did he do with it?
I don't know.
It doesn't say?
No.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, there's a huge pillow fight at West Point. 30 got injured, so they just decided not doing that anymore.
It'd be funnier if it were the Navy. The Navy.
And I'm not exactly sure why the man was dressed as Santa Claus, but he did definitely just straight up steal a helicopter.
All right.
So that's another week where Tom comes up short in the news media, but I think he has a better picture of what's happened in the last week around the world.
A little bit.
Or maybe he's even more confused, and maybe this is more of the reason why he just doesn't watch the news in the first place.
More of the latter than the first.
Anyways, that does it for us today on the Never Have I Ever show. Tom, we did help some people.
I think so.
I hope so. If not, we definitely helped you. We gave you a nice way to kill about an hour.
Yeah. I got to talk about things that I've done.
Yeah.
Which that's always fun. I like talking about me.
I got to talk about things I didn't think I was going to be talking about today on the show, but what the fuck?
I'm trying to prod you a little bit more. Peel back your layers.
Yeah? My onion layers of Nick Cage head parts?
Yes.
Anyways, if you have any questions, problems, things that you need solutions for, you can go ahead and email us at neverhaveievershow@gmail.com. We'll keep it anonymous, keep it fresh, and keep you safe while finding you a solution. Of course, you can check us out on Twitter at NHIE Show, on Facebook and YouTube, and that's... Oh, we're also on Tumblr.
Right.
At neverhaveievershow.tumblr.com. We pretty much just post the weekly episode on there.
Yep.
We might start doing video. Who knows?
Yeah?
Maybe.
Why not?
Fuck it.
I don't have cameras, but sure.
Love it, dream it, fuck it. Until next time, kids, keep those fingers in the air.